Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to do a free criminal background check in New Jersey. To get started, visit newjerseypublicrecords.org, and once you're on the homepage, you'll notice there's quite a few databases here that you can utilize when doing all types of background checks. Now in this video we're going to focus on the criminal aspect of the background check, and we're also going to be looking at free resources available within the state of New Jersey. To get started, visit our website here. I will leave a link in the description, or you can just type newjerseypublicrecords.org into your browser. So what you want to do is you want to hover over other records, and let's select inmate search, and we're just going to start at the beginning. Every single criminal record begins with typically with an arrest. So it could be a city police or the county sheriff's department arrests an individual. They will charge them with a crime. Typically they'll get booked into a local jail. They'll get their fingerprints taken and their mugshot taken. They will be officially identified and officially charged. And so this would be an arrest record. This is the beginning of a criminal record. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're guilty yet. They still have to go see a judge. But you can actually look at these records, and typically, like a local county sheriff's department, or sometimes even the city police in major cities will manage these databases online. And I can even show you how one of these would work. You can just click on just type a name in. You have your basic description, where the inmate, some information regarding the inmate incarceration information, and then of course you have your charges. And so this information is available to the public. In certain cases they won't have a database, and you'll have to submit like an open public records request. But quite a few, as you can see, quite a few sheriff's departments and counties are actually doing this. Some of them will even provide a mugshot for you, and so you're able to research these arrest records free of charge. And so I'm focusing on the free databases you have available with regards to pretty much anything arrest and criminal related. So the next step would be to go to court. Some of these individuals will be released after they get booked. Some of them will post bail, and then others will stay in jail until they see a judge. But eventually everybody will have to see a judge. There's no way around it. So pretty much all the arrest and criminal information gets captured within the court system. If you hover over other records, you can click on court records. And as you can see, there are multiple courts in the state of New Jersey, anything from the Supreme Court to tax court. And each of these courts has a particular job. So what we're looking for is criminal information. So as you can see, Superior Court will do criminal felony, which is like a higher end crime. And then the municipal, which is like city courts, they won't necessarily deal with like a higher level crime, but they'll do like lower, small criminal activities. They'll process those. And each of them, as you can see, has a database. So you could look up the criminal docket here, and same with the municipal courts. So I will quickly show you how this works here. If I can get them to I can never get these right. Okay, here we go. Third try. All right, so this is one database that's loading here, and it looks like it's just a pop-out box that just popped out. And what you need to do here is we can just try something general here. Let's do this. And as you can see, I did not have to put in a credit card. I didn't even have to register for an account. I just typed in a name. You probably want to fill out as much information as possible just so you can narrow down the search. And all I got to do is just select one of these individuals, and as you can see, I'm getting basic information here, and all you got to do is just click on the case list. So it identified an individual, and it looks like he had two separate cases here. Let's see here. So this one is from 2016, and this one is from 2007. As you can see, these records go very far back. Some of the even official background checks will typically have a cutoff date of like 7 years, maybe 10 years. This doesn't really have a cutoff date, so you're getting pretty much all the information that's out there, unless a court record is actually officially sealed. So you can click on a particular case, and you will have your basic information, charges. Looks like somebody pled guilty, and then you have these tabs here. You can click on them, like if you wanted to find out more information about the charges, you can click on that, and as you can see, you have quite a few details. You just have to kind of learn how to use the system, but it's there, and like I said, I did not have to pay, and it's absolutely free, and it's statewide, and it's instantaneous. So another one is the municipal courts. These would be like lower level crimes, if I can get it to work. And let's search by name. Let's try something like something very general here, and hopefully I can get this to work. Okay, as you can see, same thing. We have these are just smaller level crimes like traffic, obstruction of windshield for vision. There's a lot of just smaller level crimes, maybe possession, parking violations, things like that. So driving after registration suspended, things like that. All you got to do is just select one of these, and then you can view summary. And then as you can see, you got a little summary here, and you can view additional details. You can click on that, and this gives you pretty detailed description and information regarding the event, the court dates, things like that. So as you can see, once again, for both of these databases, the Superior Court and the municipal courts, I didn't have to put in a credit card. These databases are absolutely free. They go back quite a bit, so you're covering quite a bit of time when you're researching these databases compared to some of the more traditional ways that people do background checks. Court records pretty much will give you the same information as long as the state, or maybe sometimes you have to do it at the county level, as long as they let you research this information. So New Jersey is pretty good with that. What happens next is after they see a judge, there's going to be a guilty or no guilty verdict. If they're guilty, they will sometimes pay a fine. Sometimes they will have to do time. And in that situation, if it's over 12 months, typically they'll be in a prison. If it's under 12 months, sometimes, like if it's just for a couple of months, they'll probably stay at the county level and just serve it out at the county level. And you can also research this information either at the county level, or if it's like a major crime and they're doing a little bit more time, say more than 12 months, like I said, it's going to be the New Jersey Department of Corrections. And they also have a database which can be researched for free. And I'll show you exactly how this works here. Okay, so I got to narrow this down. And here we go. I'm just going to pick a random individual here. As you can see, you have identifying information. You have the offense. You have the dates of the offenses. You also have incarceration history. So if they were in and out like multiple times, you'll actually see multiple dates here. And let me go back. I can actually maybe try another one here. As you can see here, this individual incarceration history, 2005, 2006, 2014, 2018. So you can get a pretty good history of the individual and their I guess history with the Department of Corrections. So once again, no, you don't even have to register for an account here. You can just come in and just start typing away if you got a name. Another thing to consider is also the sex offender registry. This is also a database that can be utilized for free, and another important resource to check when it comes to criminal background checking. And I'm not gonna get into this one, but it's very similar to the databases that we looked at earlier. So with that said, you do have another option here, and that would be the name search box on top. Now, this is not a free resource, but it's a great resource, and you might consider using it. So it pulls records from public resources, court records, property information, criminal records, financial records, things like bankruptcies, maybe financial lawsuits, things like that. It has private databases like cell phone information, previous addresses, which could be very useful. People do move around. And it doesn't just pull records from the state of New Jersey. It goes outside the state. So it pulls records from multiple states, kind of giving you almost like a nationwide look into someone's public record history. And why is it great? Well, first of all, it takes all those thousands of these databases and puts them into a single search system, so you don't have to bounce around from database to database. It just saves you time. On top of that, if let's say the person is living in New Jersey now, but they've had a criminal past in, say, in Michigan or maybe in the state of Washington, if you're just researching at the state level or the county level in New Jersey, you're not necessarily going to see what happened in Michigan or in Washington. So it gives you an opportunity to be more informed and to kind of expand your search out beyond New Jersey. And nowadays people do move around, so it's a great tool to add to your arsenal when it comes to checking criminal history. And it's not just criminal history; it's all sorts of information, all sorts of databases. Some things that you might not even be thinking about. So it's an instantaneous search. Check it out. See, maybe you'll quickly figure out if it's something you want to use or not. So with that said, visit NewJerseyPublicRecords.org and get started on your free criminal background check in the state of New Jersey. Thank you.